Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tin Chang Chen presenting Christian Faith Enhances Purpose in Life. The importance of meaning in life could not be overstated. Without it, Franco observed in himself and others that all is lost. The feeling of meaninglessness can lead to illness and even death. We have 4 subtopics: the formulation of the hypothesis, the methods for testing the hypothesis, the results, and the conclusion. Before the formulation of the hypothesis, we have to pick useful definitions. Hebron defined meaning as appreciative engagement with the things and people that really matter. Yalom defined meaning in life or personal meaning as based on life content and life goal. Rickert and Wong define it as the pursuit and attainment of worthwhile goals and an accompanying sense of fulfillment. The meaning of the meaning in life has actually been defined in a conference and find it multidimensional, and it consists of 2 major aspects: the purpose in people's own life and a future-oriented and motivational concern. Another piece of information we need to note in order to construct the hypothesis is the effect of spirituality on life meaning. Wong, as well as Steger, regards religion or spirituality as one of the sources of meaning in life. Meaning in life is positively correlated with intrinsic religiosity, means aims to live out faith. Cottingham even argues that meaning of life is about our relationship with the universe, who we are, and how we come to here. This could not be found in sciences that explain only in terms of a few ultimate laws based on observable phenomena. Humans could acquire their significance and value only outside the phenomenal world, beyond the limits of the systematic knowledge in areas such as religion. Also, Christian faith gives followers a sense of mission in daily activities. These teachings would motivate self-transcendence that are known to generate life meaning. The third piece of information we need to know before we can formulate our hypothesis is that MIL is related to goals and goal conflicts. From the specification of a number of psychologists, meaning is closely related to personal goals and their attainments. All measuring scales of MIL, including PIL and MLQ, are reached with the term goal or is synonym. It has been found previously that goal conflict would lead to increased rumination about goals, inhibit goal pursuit, decrease goal progress, and would increase psychological distress. As shown in Kelly's model, conflicts could occur between all the levels in goal structures, from the daily striving to long-term and short-term goals, and to the self-identification. With the 3 pieces of information above, then we know Christian faith has shown an augmentative effect on life meaning that is closely related to goals. Yet we do not know the interaction between goals and Christian faith that leads to such enhancement of life meaning. This study attempts to bring an answer to this question. We hypothesize that if Christians regard their faith as important, pursuit in religious goals could then reduce the conflict between goals at various levels of goal structure. This coherence may be lacking in people without religion. This is put to test in this study. Now we come to the method for testing the hypothesis. We use purpose in life PIL to measure the meaning in life. It matches more with the meaning of the meaning in life concluded in the 2016 IMPM as recorded by Voss. But compatible with the criticism of Yalom and Steger, we eliminated 6 items of the PIL that may not be directly related to the meaning in life. The remaining 14 items were then revised and translated to Chinese with short answer text. And we also use a scale of 6 levels with a slider to locate the answers. We elicited 5 long-term and 5 short-term goals, that is, strivings, from participants, and from these religious goals and its number were identified. 3 most important goals in each level were selected by participants for evaluation of goal facilitation and conflict using the matrix method, producing 3 pairs of data: facilitation and conflict between short-term, between long-term, and between long and short-term. To evaluate goal self-coherence, participants rated each of the 6 important goals under 8 items: ideal self, odd self, commitment, confidence, progress, value, well-being, and achievement. Factor analysis grouped them into 4 factors: identity, commitment, manageability, value, and satisfaction. We have 488 participants. 180 of them are Protestants, 19 Catholics, and 289 non-religious participants. After analysis, we have the following results. First comes the factor analysis of measuring scales. We have used 2 scales in this experiment. The first is the modified purpose in life scale with 14 items. Factor analysis shows that it has just 1 factor. And the second scale is self-formulated goal self-coherence. And this scale we have 2 different analyses, one for long-term and another for short-term. And both of them, they are factorized into the same 4 factors. Now all these 3 analyses show that the Cronbach alpha is high with good reliability. For the correlation results, very important is the MIL, purpose in life, how it is correlated with all the other variables here. First, look at religion. As we have coded Protestant as 1, Catholic as 2, and non-religious as 3, this negative correlation means that Protestants has higher MIL than the other 2. And also this number of religious goals has a positive correlation with MIL, meaning that the more a person has the number of religious goals, the higher is the MIL. Of course, these 2 are highly correlated too. Second, we look at the relationship with facilitation and coherence and conflict. Now we can see that all the conflicts here are not significant. Most of them are not significant. But the facilitation and coherence are very significant. They are highly correlated, positive correlated. That means Greater is the facilitation, higher is the MIL. Of all the goal conflict, only short-term goal conflict has an effect on MIL, and it is negative. That means the higher is the goal conflict, the less is the MIL. We come back to religion, and religion has negative correlation with all the facilitation, coherence, as well as number of religious goals, meaning that Protestants have higher number of religious goals, higher facilitation, higher coherence than the other two. We may think that facilitation and conflict are two extreme ends of a continuum, but this correlation result shows that they are not. So here we have no correlation, but here you have a positive correlation between long-term, short-term goal facilitation and conflict. That means higher the conflict, higher is the facilitation. This table shows the significance of spirituality in MIL. Here we only analyze 180 Protestants because Catholics are too few. We can see that spirituality, purpose in life, and number of religious goals and self-goal coherence, they are all positively correlated. We also analyze the result by comparing the means of all the measures between Protestant and non-religious. Besides this goal conflict and this value and satisfaction, the rest, Protestants has higher mean than non-religious. Whether it's MIL or PIL, number of religious goal facilitation, and these four are the self-goal coherence, and identity, commitment, and manageability. Protestants are higher than non-religious. That spirituality is a key issue in MIL is shown in this figure. Interaction between MIL and short-term conflict in terms of spirituality. Now we have divided Protestants into three groups according to their rating in spirituality: high spirituality, middle spirituality, and low spirituality. Three groups. And we can see that higher is the spirituality, higher is the MIL or PIL, and less is the goal conflict. With the above, we can conclude then Christian faith, particularly for people with high spirituality, would enhance the meaning in life. Such enhancement may come from the acquisition of religious goals that promote goal facilitation and goal self-coherence. Goal facilitation and goal conflict are not the extremes of a single continuum as shown in the data correlation. The effect differ between long-term and striving, that is short-term. The four criteria of goal self-coherence may help people set up desirable life goals and strivings that could promote well-being. Christian faith enhances MIL, but it does not force Christians into stereotyped lifestyle. The long-term goals and strivings of the Christian participants are not the same. With reference to Kelly's model of goal structure, all goals will finally align with self-identity and personal needs, and these could be different. With people's different needs and self-identity interacting with different levels of goal and then result in different lifestyles. Needs and self-identity or goals may revise, may change. And it is good to have an overarching faith that could address one's existential issue to bring these changing variables into coherent. We have shown with evidence that Christian faith is one of them that can bring goals and identity into coherent, but to have this enhancement, you need to be a Christian and a committed one. These are some of the references we use in making this paper. Thank you.